know you heard me on the radio. Flexing, she loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K. I know you heard me on the radio. Flexing, she loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of the Game Preview. I'm with my man Pielliucci, and we're blessed to be joined by my man Lewis and Crypto. What's going on, guys? How you feeling about this Sunday morning? I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's like how we mean play. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How you guys doing?
Yeah,
Doing good. Can't complain.
pretty good. What's going on? Hang on.
Yeah, listen. This is you and Anthony show. I'm a visitor,
Yeah.
so I'll let Anthony take off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was already talking about it a little bit backstage, but I like everything he was saying. So go ahead and take off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling supreme confidence about this game. I think it's Adam. Hold up, we got to give a shout out to Adam Sadowski now because I know him in real life. Had a chance to meet him in Miami at the game this weekend, man. Cool brother right there, man. Pleasure to meet you. But yeah, I feel supreme confidence about this game, man. We have everybody back. And I'll tell you what, if we go out there and get our game smoked, when we're locked and loaded like we are, okay, then there's a need to worry. Everybody, the media, myself included, everybody else, has their question marks because the couple of teams that we played that have a winning record or that are formidable opponents or people that in the past have proven to be repeated offenders in the playoffs and contenders, we lost to. The Philly game, like I was telling Lou backstage, man, I don't really hold that against us because they had a lot of help with the refs and no calls. And everybody saw that. But other than that, man, I feel good. We mess around and lose this game with everybody we have, and we're ready to go. There's a question for concern.
Yeah.
But having said that, I don't feel like that's going to be an issue. I feel like we're going to go out there and we're going to handle our business. And I think we're going to deal with Kansas City the same way we deal with, these other teams that we're taking out the trash. I don't think it's going to be that close of a game, to be honest. I think we're going to handle our business. The only thing that concerns me is Kelsey, however you pronounce his name, because we for years and years, and I just don't understand how we can't get this figured out. We've always had trouble covering tight ends, man, for since forever, and it's that is the one little concern I have, but it's not so much concern. I think that's the one thing that'll keep Kansas City as far as in the game. I'm not.
Larry K's in the building, by the way.
Larry K. The receivers, easy work with our cornerbacks in line. Their running game, easy work. Long has been crazy against the run. Van Ginkel, man, it should be easy work for us, and that's good about it.
And what I gotta say about it is look, every few years there's a team that's a gold standard to the game. You have basketball, Golden State, Chicago, Lakers, for small periods of time where teams are dominant. You had the New England Patriots, the Steelers. Right now, the 49ers, when they were having their run, right now I think the gold standard is, since it's Kansas City. Buffalo, forget them, they're whatever. And the Philadelphia Eagles, they just started retooling this year. They just got to a Super Bowl, so they're not consistent like the Chiefs are. So that's how I look at it. The goal. This is, to me, the biggest game out of the season so far. Those other two games, they're with losing to Eagles really didn't have any implications. The only thing was we're going to have a better record. You know what I mean? And same thing with Buffalo. Buffalo is a division game. Regardless, Kansas City just proved that last week. They lost to a division opponent, a much weaker division opponent. And for years, as trash as we were constantly beating the Patriots. So at the end of the day, this is the team. This is the big game. This is the guy that if you're tied with at the end of the year, you skip over him. You get that home spot. You're coming to my house. So this is the big game. I think this is going to set the stage as like a show Crypto did. This is going to set the table.
Real quick. Hey, Jenna, bring me a shot because Dylan and Ryan are in the chat, and I got to salute to my brothers. But you know the difference is back in those days when we beat New England, when we were trash, we'd lose the trash teams. We'd struggle with trash teams, and then we'd show up to play the big teams. And that's one thing that I like about now, and I could tell there's a change in the guard. Yeah. We're taking out the trash regularly. We don't struggle. We haven't struggled with any trash teams. It's everything is easy work. And that shows that there's a change in the guard. Because in those times that you're speaking of, man, we would show up for New England and some other good teams. We'd play them hard. And then the bad teams, we'd struggle with and lose. Like the time we lost to Jacksonville a couple of years ago. Ryan, Dylan, you know, I burned some Dolphin stuff after that game. I swear. Maybe one day we'll show the video up here like it was burning sage. But we went on an 8-game winning streak after that. That was that year. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point by Ant right there. Because, you know, Shake knows. I had said that before the season. I think that's the biggest difference from this Miami team 2 years prior. That's why those years that Ant was just speaking of, when you lost to Jacksonville or you would lose to a Giants or Carolina, whatever trash team it was, that's why you were finishing 9-8, right? That's why I see Miami this year that 11-6, 12-5, hell, even 13-4. Because to Anthony's point, yeah, you might go 500 or whatever with the good teams, but all these trash teams that we're playing, well, Miami's not losing those. And that's why the past couple of years, Miami was 9-8, and Buffalo was always the 12-5 team. Because Buffalo would play 500 with the Eagles and Kansas City and Cincinnati. Yeah. And they would just beat up on all the bottom feeders. And that's where Miami is now. So
that's what New England did too.
That's what New England did. Exactly. Yeah.
That's exactly how Buffalo got there. That's a good point, Lou.
Yeah, but another thing, this is how. But if you look, because I have know the enemy, and for a long time, the Patriots has been our enemy. If you look at their seasons, one of the things they did was they went undefeated at home and went 500 on the road, and that guarantees you 12-4 at the time. Well, now it's, but that for the longest they never. It was very rare they lost at New England. They had a long winning streak at home. So you go undefeated at home, which is 12 games or 8 games, and splitting the road. That's +4. That's 12. That's 12 wins right there. And they'll now you have an extra game. So
yeah, absolutely.
And that's what we have a chance to do here. If we go undefeated at home and split 2 road games, 12-4. Well, 13, 15-4.
Shake, and this is why people, they kind of underestimate the number 1 seed, right? Mm-hmm. That's why it's so important. Because to this home field advantage you're talking about, let's say with New England in years past, right? Bro, Miami in their last 18 games at home, they're 16-2 at the Rock. It's not like years prior and stuff. That home field advantage you're talking about, I do believe this Miami Dolphin team really does have a serious home field advantage now. Mm-hmm. And bro, if we can lock up the number 1 seed and host every game that goes through the playoffs, if we're in it, they have to come to Hard Rock Stadium. Bro, there's a good chance this team does end up in the Super Bowl because there's no elements of the weather in the playoffs if you're in Miami.
Nope.
And again, if this team is clicking on all cylinders, Who's beating Miami in Miami?
And the best part is you only have to play 2 games instead of 3.
Exactly, Shake.
Hey, but hold on now. That's where, and everybody that says, they're always like, oh, well, you guys are panicking, man. It's only 2 games, and who cares? Listen, if we'd have won one of those 2 games on the road, one of those 2 games, there's a bunch of things that are involved with it. But the main thing is, if we'd have beat Philly or Buffalo, and then Kansas City just lost to Denver, we're going into this game right here with a chance to put our foot on the neck of Kansas City, which is really the true, because they've had some close calls. They should have lost to Jacksonville. They've had they almost lost to Denver the time before they just lost to Denver. They're not the same invincible Kansas City Chiefs that they've seemed to be in the past few years. We would go into this game and be able to put a real stronghold on our having our destiny in our own hands. And then we'd have the head-to-head division on top of their already losses in the conference. And so that's why things like this matter, man. When it comes down, people say, oh, it's the beginning of the season, don't matter. All the games matter, man. They all matter. I get it. In the beginning of the season, the book isn't out on everybody, and you don't really know what to expect. People are still springing surprises on teams, but a well-coached team isn't gonna fall for any of that. If you're established and you're well-coached, you come out strong in the beginning and you're strong in the end, and things happen throughout the season with injuries and other things. And we're still a fairly young team as far as our head coach and the defensive coordinator. I mean, really, we're still young. So to be accomplishing what we are with a second-year head coach, and only his second year ever as a head coach, our first year with the defensive coordinator, I think we're ahead of the schedule as far as that's concerned. I want results, though. I'm old. I've been waiting patiently for a lot of years. I'm just sick of waiting. I think a lot of us, we're all in the same age group. I don't know Crypto, but
we're actually, me and Crypto are in the same age group. You and Lewis are in the same age group.
All of us.
Yeah.
We'd all fucks.
Man. We're on borrowed time, and I'm not trying to keep waiting. And patience is a virtue. Miss me with all that, But we'll see what happens. I think we're in a good space, though, and hopefully this second half of the season, because now, and this is one positive that I have. Our defense, everybody wanted instant results because it was Vic Fangio and we gave him the big money. Now, as Ramsey just came back, but notice Wilkins, who was non-existent the first, 5-6 games, he's coming on strong. There's a lot of other players on defense now that are coming on strong. Right around they're starting to finally get the scheme. Right when Ramsey comes back, this guy don't need to know. You see, he show improved right away. Nick Needham's coming back. Now we're getting these other veterans back. These aren't rookies that need to come in. These are veterans coming back right at the same time that the rest of the defense, Van Ginkel's already been proven his, but now everybody's coming back right around the time that everybody's getting a hold of the defensive scheme. That's going to be trouble. And that's where I think Buffalo and Philly got off easy. I'll say that.
You know what? I think somebody said this in the space. Somebody, he's getting the 2 players that he schemed around. So he's getting his equivalency of Tyreek Hill and Waddle back with Xavier Howard and Ramsey. He's getting his skill positions.
I wouldn't go that far with X, but go ahead.
Crypto's a hater, man.
Hey,
listen. I want to go that far with Waddle. I mean, with
who's the real threat at receiver with Kansas City? I mean, let's just talk about that.
Nobody really. It comes from the tight end position.
Kelsey is a dual threat by himself.
Yep.
I mean, we got Holland will be back.
Turn up, Crypto.
Holland will be back. I mean, come on. We could put Ramsey on Tony, the guy that can't even catch, and then we could, my guy doesn't have to be perfect. X, he's getting old. I'd hate to, I love X, man. He showed out for us for a lot of years. He spent his good years when we were trash. So if we're in the zone to try to get a Super Bowl and we could have him, I'd like to see him get a ring. How many careers did we waste, man? Great ones that showed up for us for years and then never got to have anything to prove or show for it, rather, So it'd be nice, man, to finally give somebody who is a deserving of a championship player. This guy could have went somewhere else and probably won a ring. So I'd like to. I'm soft like that, man.
Hey, our paisan is here. My man Vinny DeMeo. What's going on, Vinny?
You any relation to Roy DeMeo, Vincent?
Roy DeMeo, you know Roy DeMeo?
I don't know Roy DeMeo. He was just a monster. Everybody who knows the Italian folklore, Roy DeMeo. It's a different subject for a different time. Oh, see, he knows who I'm talking about. We need the Miami Dolphins to show up like Roy DeMeo this Sunday. I'll tell you that. I'll be drinking mimosas with my guy Dylan in the garage, waiting to see what happens. But we'll be up at. We already got our plan. We're up at 7. We're tailgating. We're not, since it's 9. We're not missing tailgating time. Me and Dylan, we already spoke about it. We're showing up early, and we're gonna be ready.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be, dude. I tell you what, like I said, this is one of the best seasons. Hey, Crypto, what's going on, man? What's on your mind, brother?
Real quick,
what do you think of this game?
Hold on, Facebook user, whatever your name is. Yeah, it is on YouTube. Shakes can give you a better how to look it up on YouTube than I can. But that's
just type in Larry K. But I'll see if I could give him a link real quick.
Yeah, that way you could come over here. But when you come, please hit the subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost you anything. Hit the thumbs up. And I know you'll be in the comment section because this guy shows up regularly in the Facebook. But it does us a lot more justice.
Oh, Nene. It's Nene?
Yeah, it looks like it's Nene.
Okay, I'll drop the link in the I'll send her the link. Friends on Facebook.
Hey, Ant, man, I was going to ask you the other day, man. Well, I put it in the chat. I don't know if you've seen it, though, but I know it was, I believe you said it was your son's birthday. How did everything go? The little man had a good time?
Man, it was fantastic, Lou. Fantastic. I wish you'd have been there. Yeah, man.
I
was looking for you. I asked if you were there, but I know you said you were trying to make it, but you couldn't. But, man, we had a great time. Larry came down, and I got to meet Shakes, Larry, Adam Sadowski, who's in here now. There's a guy named Canes, like the Hurricanes, Canes and something, man. I couldn't.
Was it Canes? Was it Canes Heat?
Yo, aren't you on Larry K's show? And that was pretty cool. But Pam, I met Papa Paul. And the funny thing, Lou, let me tell you, when I come to the games, Finstones, I don't know if you know Dan Burke, the Finstones page.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw Dan there. We took a picture. But that road 209, East 12, is where we go every time we go. We have an orange parking pass in 209. So, like, for me personally, the best DJs on that road, there's actually a couple of them. There's a Spanish fella I don't know too well. He's down on the other end. And there's a sister that plays. She's nice. That's where we hang out up on this end. But, man, we had a fantastic time, Lou. It was as advertised, man, it's always great. Anybody who's a Dolphins fan, if you've never been to a Dolphins game, that's like the Mecca. You got to come to the tailgate. And I would go to tailgate. If I couldn't afford tickets, I'd go to the tailgate just to have that camaraderie. I mean, it's really a special thing,
Oh, yeah, man. Another dude that Louis, I was chilling with Vince, too, man. Vince, I tell you what, man. Every time you see him, you show you love, man.
Look, man, Vince. Well,
you're like, damn, you got some liquor, you got some food, you want this, and I'm like, damn, like, dude, the man is.
And that's where I be at too. That East 12, East 32. That's where Steven. Bro, that's the spot. So I would agree with you with that. But now that Shake brought him up, special shout out to my homie Vince, man. That dude, ever since I met him last year, We exchanged information. It was kind of a funny story. First time I met him, I'm just walking through the tailgate, shaking hands and smacking asses. You know what I'm saying? Just having a good time. And he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey man, you that crazy Cuban dude that be screaming all the time on YouTube." And I was like, "Yeah." So we started kicking it. Batman kind of gave me the rundown on him. But ever
Batman
since then,
too, Lou. I met Batman too. That was cool. And Chef Jew. Big shout out Chef Jew.
Listen, Chef Jew's my god. Batman is a brother of mine, man.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
Batman's my god.
I met Batman, so it's cool you brought that up.
Yeah, but man, shout out to Vince, man. That dude, listen, he's giving me tickets. This last game I just went when me and Shake and Crypto went up there together. This man Vince, he sits. Well, I don't want to say where he sits, but let's just say we were at Club Live, got me Club Live access, showed me a good time when we went up there, man. So shout out to Vince, man. That, like Shake said, bro, if this man don't know you from a can of paint, he's offering you anything that he has, drink, food. I mean, shit. We were out there. He handed me Shake. I don't know. Crypto got a cigar, but I know me and Shake were smoking cigars and stuff.
No, I didn't get one. I just had a drink.
Yeah, but Vince is that man. Vince is.
What's funny? What's funny is though is what I it made me feel kind of good was he was like, because I know he watches our shows. He's like, "Hey, Shake, you smoke cigars?" What the fuck I'm talking about? Yeah, you always smoking cigars here, because he knows when I'm on the Fins tailgate. Well, as you can see right now, I'm on Fridays, especially it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? I usually have me a rum and coke and a cigar.
Buffalo, what are you doing for the Buffalo game, Lou? You gonna be down there for that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be for sure. I'm in the building
January 8th.
Monday night for Tennessee. I'm in the building for that, and then I'm in the building for Buffalo as well.
Okay, I'll be Crypto. You coming to Buffalo?
I might be able to come back down there for that game. Okay. Yeah,
Buffalo. I'll be there.
Because it's deeper into January. It's well after the holiday period, so I ain't got to worry about work issues. I can probably take a day off.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be there. My cousin will be there. That's my main man, Giovanni. Marcos, who was there and showed big support to my son on his birthday. That's another family member. We'll be there. And Dylan, who you always see in the comments, Dylan's coming with me to Buffalo game, so we'll be down there. And I
already got my ticket.
And then if it's a playoff game, I'm coming back for. If there's a home playoff game, I'll be back for that too. Whether I go in or not is one thing, but there's always plenty of brothers that's had the TV set up. I'll stay in the parking lot and watch the game on the damn.
And by the way, where did you park in the Walmart? Did you park in the Walmart? Well, how do you park this?
In the Walmart this time, because normally, see,
they didn't tell you or try to give you no tickets.
No, Crypto. My one of my best friends I grew up with's wedding was the Saturday before the game, and he ruined my life with his planning with his wedding. Because normally we would come down. We'll come down Friday, and we'll stay with my cousin in Coral Springs. He's a Canes season ticket holder since forever. He travels to see the Canes. He has orange parking pad. He has everything. So we'll just ride together with him, and then we'll all park at a Walmart a little bit before, and then we'll get in the same, and then we pull up in an orange parking lot on 209, road 209 East 12, and that's how we get down normally. And then I stay at my cousin's house. So Shakes, I wouldn't have had to leave early because I'm not driving all the way back to Daytona after the game. I'm just going back to Coral Springs.
Nice little drive.
2 hours to get to Coral Springs. That's what we're doing. So the Buffalo game, that's what it's going to be. It's not I wake up at 4 a.m. after drinking crazy at my best friend's wedding and then driving down to South Florida. I was asleep at halftime. I couldn't even stay awake. It was crazy. And then I had to drive back after that. My son's mother, she had too much. She was supposed to drive. This fucking broad, she's swerving the lanes. You know how it is on 95 after the game. Forget about it. I said, bitch, pull over. I said, we can't go out. But we had a great time, though.
Cool. Good deal. Nothing like driving home or to the game after a victory. Makes it feel a lot better.
No, I'll be putting those 4-hour drives in back to Tampa right after the game. But actually, we hang out a little bit at the tailgate after the game. We hang out for a little bit and then we get on the road. But,
It's a nice
yeah,
little cruise.
long little drive back.
So, is it normally a lot of traffic on the
on the way back?
Yeah,
No,
like leaving, unless it's a game in Tampa, or you away from the stadiums there.
Nah, so I basically take 75 all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really no traffic. And by the time if I'm leaving Miami, by the time I actually get back on the road, I'm usually walking into my house. If it's a 1 o'clock game, I'm probably walking back in the house around 11:15, 12. So it's pretty much an all day thing. But,
There we go.
yeah.
We got another guest in the
Oh,
building.
and at 11:30 at night when you leave Miami.
Mhm.
By the time. Oh, okay.
Yo,
If
Lucci,
it's
you
a-
met my man Color real quick? Lucci?
We'll
You
say
there?
that.
Oh.
If
He probably
it's a
stepped out.
yeah, he probably stepped out. If it's
Yeah,
a 1 o'clock
we
game,
met before
Okay.
once.
yeah, if it's a 1 o'clock game, crypto, I'm usually walking into my house around 11:15, 11:30 from a 1 o'clock game.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
That's
an all day
crazy.
thing.
It's crazy, Louis.
That is. That is an all. That's literally a work day on the road.
What's good, Von Joe? How you doing, my brother?
Ron Joe.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
We ain't
pretty
talking
much
about
an all day.
Orlando, goddammit.
It's an all day
Von
thing,
Joe.
crypto, because I won't
Yeah.
leave Saturday. I usually leave like Sunday morning around like
Mm,
3:30, 4 o'clock. I'll get to
right.
Miami around like 8, maybe somewhere around there, 8 something. I'll stop somewhere, get me a little cafecito and some,
Is that
whatever.
thing, that little shot you gave me at that Publix?
Yeah.
Was that the name of that? Okay, I always forget
Well,
the name of that little thing.
Louis,
well,
you
well,
giving crypto weird cultural stuff at Publix?
yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
Listen, Batman.
that's why I forgot the name of it. That little sandwich he had at that Cuban restaurant. I was like, what the hell was that?
Oh no, that was just a regular Cuban sandwich. But nah, see, we shouldn't have took you. Batman went to Batman's the one that took us to Publix and got the little cafecito. I don't know. If it was me, I would have went somewhere else to get it. But
Oh,
is
it's
what it
better.
is.
They got more. It's more concentrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
it's more concentrated. Oh,
you're not getting a real cafecito at Publix. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
good. Don't get me
Oh.
wrong. Shout out to Publix.
Right.
yeah.
They'd be
It
the
was.
best you're gonna get non-authentic.
It
You
was.
know what I mean?
It looked a little grainy, but I didn't taste the graininess. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
listen.
You know how
If you
something looks thick, but it looks like oh man, what's this? Bunch of sand and water, but it didn't taste that way.
yeah.
You
All I
know.
know is if you drank an authentic cafecito, you'll be awake till the next day.
You're good. Yeah, you're definitely good.
Damn, till the next day.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That shit's potent, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
that won't help my
Well, shit.
image at
Well, I'll
all
make
around
sure.
these parts. Shake.
I'll make sure during my insomnia days. Can you put it on some dry ice and send it to me, and then I can make sure I have it for the insomnia nights.
Yeah.
Put it on some dry ice or something.
Who knows? One day
might
Ship
we
it to me.
might actually do an insomnia episode one day. Live.
Right, like a
Yeah.
live one.
A live one, yeah.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
up
that
this
sounds
morning.
good. I'm up for that.
I could have gone live with you this morning. I was up watching it. There's
That's
like
what's up.
10 or 15 people watching with me. I'm like, what y'all doing up this late? Damn.
I told you, man. Because I have insomnia.
Right.
So every once in a while, I fucking get up. I'll be up at 3 a.m. and Jay is
My alarm
regular.
went off.
Jay is one of those people that's
a
regular there. Jay.
Oh yeah, Jay and
Yeah, Jay is. Yeah, definitely. He's
Miss
definitely a regular.
Fids
Yeah.
was even in there last night.
Damn.
Of course, she's
Yeah.
on staycation right now, so that's why she's 24/7 right now, pretty much
Okay.
Yeah, so-
working on the channel.
Oh,
and all that.
Spins.
And so, what did you think of the concept I'm doing? The W game of the game of the week. what's it? The dummy game. I have the Dubby game of the week, the Backrooms game of the week, the Chef Drew special, and the Finn's Tailgate game, which is obviously the Dolphin game.
Right. All right.
All right. Okay.
That helps us,
So each one dedicated to each drink,
to each
or
not
each
each
sponsor?
affiliate
Affiliate.
of the channel.
Okay.
Man, look at Von Joe telling all of us we should watch the game like him in the gym. It's chest and tricep days. Come on, bro.
Oh God, Von
Hey,
Joe, stop.
Listen, the only gym I
Von
got.
Joe, cut it out. Cut it out.
The only gym I go to is happy hour. It's rum and cognac day.
Chest and tricep day on Sunday.
Speaking
Oh,
of, where's
God.
Brian Terry, man? We need more cut it out around here.
What's
Right,
going
I
on,
know.
Michael
That's
K?
what I'm saying. We had to.
How you doing,
Brian
my brother?
Terry.
Hey, man, but
Hey, that's that guy. That's that guy in second place, right? Shake.
yeah, second place. Soon to be in
Oh,
third
okay.
after they lose to the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I might need one of those little shots tomorrow morning. I gotta be at Lauderdale. I gotta leave for airport at like 3:30.
What's the key?
What is
where
it?
you
An
headed?
hour drive from Lauderdale?
I'm dropping Mom off there. She's going to Atlanta for a concert. She recently became a groupie of this folk kind of American folk band called California Honey Drops. She saw them out in Denver and fell in love, so now she's gonna go see their
That's what's
show in Atlanta.
Oh damn! I say I never heard of that group.
They're pretty good, actually. They're kind of like, they're just good musicians. So you're gonna get a variety of genres. It's just a basic American folk genre, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's fun music, a little jazzy, a little bluesy.
Mhm.
It's good stuff. They're all
Triple S
right. I'm not gonna
podcast in the
follow them to
building.
Atlanta, but her and her friend freaking fell in love with them, so they like became little mini groupies in their latter years.
Oh man. So wait, all right. Let's get into this. What are the keys of victory? We'll start off. I'll start with the keys of victory, and then work. Pielliucci, Lewis, Color, then Crypto.
Yo, hit the
So
thumbs
I
up
would-
if you're in the building.
Yeah, please hit the like button. Thank you. I would
Yes.
say that the keys to the victory is making sure eliminating big plays from Patrick Mahomes. Let him stay in, what I'm saying? Let him stay in the pocket. And of course, not letting the defense let the pocket collapse, because they have a big defensive line. Luckily, I think Willie Gay is hurt, so I don't think he's going to pose a threat to us this time. So I think it's just is maintaining Patrick Mahomes, to eliminating him from making big plays, kind of like how Denver did. If Vance Joseph could do it, come on, Vic Fangio should be able to do that. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Pielliucci. What do you think?
Oh, me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was reading Suicide Hotline's comment. This guy.
Yeah, the Bills. Yeah, I agree. The Bills aren't good enough to.
Yeah, he's a real jabroni. Listen, the highlight of their season was beating us, because the rest of the stuff that y'all have shown, that shit is trash, man. You guys are just total suspects. So I can understand why you're over here trying to, ride our coattail.
Yeah,
Anyway,
wait. Look, if you look at the number 2 side and then JA, that means
yeah,
Josh
17,
Ass.
That shit
Josh
is trash.
Ass. He's Josh Ass.
Yeah,
Josh
pretty
Ass.
much, man.
That's it, Shake. That sums it up, Shake.
Super corny, man. A lot of them guys are fruitcakes. But anyway, easy work for us.
Josh Eyes.
Suicide. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday. That's when we do our recap of the game.
Hold on, Crypto. In Color. What didn't he say? We were supposed to be first. He was supposed to be first. The Bulls were supposed to be first last week.
Look what I tell you. Look what he posted: 48-20, and you're talking trash. That's the highlight of your season, my dude. You barely beat the Giants. You guys struggle with everybody. You won. You beat us, and I won't even waste any more time talking to you, bro. That's the highlight of your season. You're about to get your game smoked by Cincinnati. You struggle with trash. The highlight of your season was beating the great Miami Dolphins. Beat it, loser. Yeah, that's it. And then all kinds of excuses. That shit is trash. That shit up there is trash. Buffalo is such a lame city, bro. The only cool thing up there is Torrey Day. and his bass playing skills. The rest of that shit is garbage. Anyway,
We already know how we feel.
that's it.
Then that was a rental.
I should bring my shoe over here to show him the shoe I got with that picture on it. Greatest shoes ever made. But yeah, the only thing we need to worry about, there's one thing we need to worry. And I'm not even really concerned. Listen, this isn't the same Kansas City Chiefs of the past 3-4 years, 5 years, 3-4 years, whatever it is. They're struggling with everybody. Kansas City isn't the same Kansas City. It seemed good last year when Tyreek left. You know, they had some other players, and it takes at least a year. Listen, for any team, when you get these new quarterbacks and they come into the league and they take the league by storm and they look great, you know, it's because the defensive coordinators haven't had a book on them yet. They don't know how to. So that's what happened last year. Pacheco looked great. What is Pacheco doing this year? Pacheco looked great last year. What is he doing this year? They don't have anybody. The book's out on them. They struggle with everybody. Who have the Chiefs really beat that they smoked their game like they've been doing the past 3-4 years? Nobody. That's it. It's over. Kels is their only. That's it. That's their only guy. We put a clamp on him. That's it. Their running game is mediocre at best. You know, they don't have this guy, Tony. He can't catch a cold in the wintertime in Buffalo, New York, for my guy Tua. And, you know, really, we're strong. We're healthy. Stop Kelsey. That's it. Who else? Kelsey, that's the only guy they got. Who else do we need to worry about? We slow him down. That's it. It's over. You know, that's it. And they need to play Blank Space by Taylor Swift after we do it. Even the Germans. But the Germans, maybe they'll be playing a David Hasselhoff song or something like that. Y'all remember? I remember when.
Oh, that's my man right there. I'm like the only one talking about David Hasselhoff. This man brings up David Hasselhoff. I love it.
But let me tell you something, though. I'll tell you something. Way back in 06, for all my Heat fans, in 06, we were down 0-2, and they came to Miami. We came back from that 0-2 and backdoor swept them. You like? Don't hold that flag too high, Shakes. Put that down. Throw that behind your seat. Listen, they had masks, just real quick, of David Hasselhoff because Dirk Nowitzki admitted, you know, he's a German, that he listens to David Hasselhoff and he thinks that his music's great. So they passed out these masks all through the stadium in Miami of David Hasselhoff, you know, and everybody, when he shoot free throws, it was the greatest thing ever. But
oh, no.
Hey, come on, man. David, hey, listen.
David Hasselhoff's their hero. He was my hero when I was a kid. Knight
Rider. Come on. And Baywatch, too?
Oh, yeah. I just think it's an interesting phenomenon that, like, most Americans didn't even know he had a music career.
Right.
Yet in Germany, he's
trash.
right. Yet in Germany, he's like
it was very short-lived.
Yeah, but he's like Michael Jackson in Germany.
Hold up,
right.
He is the guy over there. Listen,
he is, man.
David Hasselhoff to Germany is like Josh Allen to this bum suicide hotline. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, pretty
but
much.
To everybody else, that shit is trash. You would never even listen to it. That's the
so are you suggesting that they're going to show up with a bunch of Taylor Swift masks on in the stands?
They need to. I'll tell you what, though. You heard it here first. Listen, this won't even be that great of a game. We're going to smoke their game. The only thing that'll keep them even is the Travis. That's it. There's nothing else that's going to keep them close. They don't have anything to offer. Listen, This guy has nothing to throw to. The guys he's thrown to, they drop the ball. The running game is mediocre at best. We're healthy, and, you know, that's what it comes down to. I'll leave it at that.
And by the way, on a side note, before you cooking, Knight Rider was one of the best theme songs, TV shows out there.
Yes,
but go ahead,
absolutely.
Lewis.
Yeah, man. Michael, tell him how it is, Michael.
Was
Busta Rhymes, Minnesota.
Night of Industry 2000. That's Kid.
Timberlake, yeah.
Magoo Soul, When the Clock Strikes, man, some great music been made to that. Yeah.
Michael, I think we're going to have to change the license plate now, Michael.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn,
man.
I didn't I had no idea Mark did was Kit. No.
that's British Mark. That's British Mark. Michael, give me an oil change, Michael.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Yeah.
What your keys to the game?
Well, keys to the game for me, and this is going to be the key moving forward for me. Anytime I ever get asked this question again, moving forward, it's going to be the same answer throughout the season. Don't let other teams dictate the game. I think that's what good teams do, right? Like, we knew in that 20-year dynasty what New England was about. We knew what they were going to do. Now, they would make adjustments during the game, some major, some minor, but for the most part, you knew for a 20-year run what you were going to get with New England. You look at these 5 years stretch of what Kansas City has put together, right? You knew what they were going to be about. Baltimore, model of consistency. You know what you get week in, week out with Baltimore. That's what I want to start seeing Miami do. If we're a passing team, a pass-first passing team, which I think Color did a great job executing or stating what kind of I've been saying, and then Color put the numbers behind that yesterday. If that's what we do well, do that. If we're going to be an outside zone running team and whatever, do that well. If we're going to be a Vic Fangio scheme-led, do that well. But just don't fall into these traps where the other team is dictating the game, right? I think if Miami just plays their game, I don't believe there's a team that can line up with us for a 60-minute ball game and keep us down, right? I think we have a good enough team now to where that's what I'm looking for. We know what we get from Baltimore. You know what you get from the 49ers. You know what you get from Kansas City. That 20-year run with New England, you knew what you were getting. I think that's the next elevation that I want to see from this Miami Dolphin team. Let Miami dictate the game. Don't let other teams dictate you or get you out of your game. And that's the key of victory for me. If the Miami Dolphins that we have came to grow and love this season show up in Frankfurt, Germany, I think it's a cakewalk. I think Miami wins this game easily. But, hopefully that's the case. But that's short answer. I'll end it with that. That's what I want to start seeing from. I want to start seeing Miami just dictate the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, to his side, he's hoping and wishing. Defense can and won't stop. Guess what? Puff Daddy can't stop, won't stop. We got our defense back now. We don't have a whole line of injuries. Needham's back. Ramsey's back. Everybody's back. You're wishing and hoping over there, Puff Daddy. Can't stop, won't stop. That's you'll see what happens Sunday. Show up Tuesday. That's all I gotta say.
Bro, a lot of tough talk from Michael K when his team is going to lose to Cincinnati on Sunday night. They're not winning that game.
Easy work. That shit is trash.
There's no way as hot as Cincinnati is right now that Buffalo's winning that game, man.
Bro, Buffalo's the only bad team we've lost to all year. We keep saying that we take out the trash. I keep saying we took out the trash with everybody. We haven't struggled with any trash teams. That's not true. Buffalo is a trash team that we lost to. They aren't who we thought they were.
I would agree with that.
It's straight like that. At the time, it seemed like that was a winning team, and everybody keeps saying that, me included. But listen, since then, Buffalo is trash. They're suspect. That shit is trash. Come on, man. It is what it is. We did lose to a trash team, and it was the Buffalo Bills. That's it. And the other team we lost to with a winning record was the Philadelphia Eagles, and the refs gave them all the help in the world. Buffalo beat us fair and square. We had terrible coach. They just outcoached us. They beat us fair and square. That shit is trash. We lost to a bad team this year, a terrible team.
Right. That's like the Broncos beating the Chiefs, man.
It is what it is. At this point, I can say that. Earlier, I would admit, I was like, man, the Buffalo beat us, and they looked good at the time. Since then, trash. Come on, man, trash. And
well, Anthony, one of the things I find ironic is how everybody's all like, Miami can't beat the good teams. We've heard that trope, but then they turn around and say, well, Buffalo can beat the good teams. They lost to a couple bad teams, but they can beat the good teams. So, Miami, They're literally using us as an example of a good team that Buffalo built while telling us we're not a good team because we can't beat the good teams.
You know what
Buffalo,
I'm saying?
the only team Buffalo has beaten though is Miami with a winning record.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, Lewis. The one team that they point out with a winning record is us.
Yeah, because the other wins they got are against trash. They beat the Raiders. Congratulations.
But then they turn around and tell us, oh, the other 6 wins we got mean nothing towards what we can do to other teams, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You beat the Raiders, you beat the Commanders, you beat the Buccaneers, and you beat the Giants. Congratulations.
Barely.
Like you're beating
barely beat the Giants. Should have really lost to the Giants.
On,
they
bro.
got some help in that game, Lou.
Oh, absolutely, Anthony. I would agree with you. They they robbed the Giants, right? They kind of robbed the Buccaneers, if we want to be fair. I mean, I don't know if the Buccaneers score from that point, but a penalty is a penalty. They did rob the Buccaneers on that Hail Mary throw. That should have been pass interference. So yeah,
they gave up like 3 players to injury that they still haven't gotten back yet in order to beat us.
No. Yeah, Buffalo's done. Listen, I said it before the season. I had bets with multiple. I think I have a bet with Michael K, and that's just pride. Amicus, I'm going to need my money if you're listening. But the fact of the matter is, bro, they could have all their players. I still thought Miami was winning this division. So I don't give a damn if they don't have Milano and they don't have Tre'Davious White. They could have had them. I still had us winning.
Injuries is part of the game. It is what it is. We've had them, and we constantly we have players that are Armstead, which are our best players. They're always hurt. So it is.
Yeah, they were bragging about their depth earlier in the season. It's like, what happened?
Always hurt. We always have players hurt, so there's no excuse.
Well, look at his last comment, Ant, right there. Miami is not a good team. Stop lying to yourselves. I would just pose a question to Michael K. Then, if Miami is not a good team, and Miami is in first place in the division where Buffalo resides, what does that say about your team? So stop lying to yourself, Michael K.
We're just another bad team that you beat.
The same teams we had.
Right, we're just another bad team that you beat.
But I'll tell you, hold on. Let's hold on, Lou. Let's go back to the comment section. This is the one that stands out to me. 48-20 isn't just a beat. That was a curb stomping. Yo, that's the highlight of your season. That's it. You can't brag about any other accolade you've had this season so far except for that right there. So the highlight of your season was beating a team that you say isn't that good. What does that say about you?
And what if it came out that we did? What if it came out that we did go a half a step? What do you feel about beating us then?
You see what I'm saying, Color? Listen.
Well, and the thing for me, this is where, because I kind of like the guy from Red, White, and Bill. Shout out to him. I always forget his name. But the fact of the matter, Sean. The fact of the matter is, Sean was just live. I think it was last night or 2 nights ago. Guess who the only guy that was in the chat was? That was me. Showing those guys support, number one, but also giving them feedback, not really giving them hell and stuff. You know why you don't see guys like Anthony? You know why you don't see guys like Color, myself, Crypto, Shake, that and all these other platforms supposedly that the Bills have? Because we don't give 2 flying fucks about y'all. But you got guys like Michael K, you got guys like Sal, you got guys like Amicus fluttering the Miami Dolphins YouTube channels and Facebook things and Twitter space. You know why that is? Because y'all just dream about us at night. Y'all wish y'all can be us. Y'all have us on your mind 24/7. While on the other hand, we don't give a fuck about y'all. We really don't.
Look at his bozo. His next thing is Bills don't care either. Hold up. Bills don't care that Fournette didn't want to go to Miami. He chose the Bills. Bitch, we don't need Fournette. That shit is old, washed up, and trash. Easy work. Well, who needs Leonard Fournette? Yo, we got great running backs over here, man. What are you talking about? This is reaching for straws. He
wanted to go to Buffalo because he knows his only job there is going to be to stand there for Josh Allen and take a hit.
Listen, this is how delusional these bozo Bills fans are. I enjoy your trolling. It's great. Get under your skin. Yo, trolling. You're on a Miami Dolphins fan page right now. Who's a troll?
Yeah.
Nobody. You'll never catch me ever in my life on a Buffalo Bills live stream or anything like that. You couldn't invite me to go and me talk. I wouldn't do
Hey, but look, real talk, Michael.
talking about troll. You're the one over here, bozo, trolling.
No, but real talk, Michael
Right.
K. I consider Michael K. a friend. He's a good dude, regardless
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
Yeah, listen, he could be a
Yeah, he's the only one that can't stand Josh Allen, bro.
he could be a good dude. He could be a good
The guy's a
dude.
buster. Get out
He
of
could
here.
be a good dude, Shake. The fact
Yeah.
of the matter is, right, this Leonard Fournette talk, Anthony just highlighted the comment. Oh, well, Fournette chose Buffalo because he wanted to go over Buffalo. You know what that sounds like, Shake?
Yep.
You know what that sounds like to me? When Trent Sherfield wanted to leave Miami to go to Buffalo to play
Yeah,
with a real
he's
quarterback, right?
lining it up too.
How's he doing? How's he doing over there?
Yeah, what is Trent
Mr.
Sherfield doing over there?
Hold up, Mr. Josh Allen can extend plays and do all that. And yo, I co-signed it at first. When he did it, I said, hold on now, because admittedly, I made a video saying maybe he was being salty, maybe he wasn't. But I lean towards he's telling the truth. Now look, he's over there, he's miserable. I haven't heard his name all year. How many
And not
yards
only-
does he have?
Not only that, Anthony, here's the kicker, right? Forget about Trent Sherfield because that is a wide receiver. I got an even better one. The last big-time running back that chose a different divisional opponent to go to and didn't chose Miami. Dalvin Cook. How's that working out for him?
How's that working out?
How's that working out for
He's
Dalvin
already
Cook?
asking for a trade.
Already wanting to trade.
Okay. So miss me
All
with
right.
the Leonard Fournette talk. All right.
Yeah.
Your best running back is Josh Allen. So
That's
I don't
it.
care about Leonard Fournette. I don't care about this other Cook brother that you have.
Well,
When we
look, Cook
see
is
y'all
nice.
week 18
Now, I got to give Cook credit where credit's because he cooked us.
Well,
Look,
he's nice.
But
The
they don't
problem is-
use him. They don't
he's
use
just-
him like they should.
Listen, he's nice, but the problem is he's just in the worst uniform in the NFL, and that's the
Ever.
Buffalo Bills. So
You're right, you're right.
it is what it is. We'll
Just
see
give
you
that.
week 18.
Look, Sherfield is doing exactly what is asked of him.
Absolutely.
I wish I had a job where I could do absolutely nothing and get paid.
Yo,
I'd be up for that job.
Mm.
I'd love to work there.
that game week 18, that's gonna be the Skylar Thompson revenge game
Oh yeah.
because we're already gonna have top seed locked up.
Yeah. We'll make mincemeat of that. They better the only hope they have is that we have a ton of injuries. If we're healthy, it's over. By then we're rocking and rolling, because even last season, it was a similar situation, man. We had the first part of the season, we were doing good. The book came out on us. We started, Tua was injured, and then, we started doing bad. But even after we had that much of the season before we played them again, we had enough repetitions with Skylar Thompson that it was enough to win the game against, and so we'll see what happens.
Hey.
This year, hopefully everything stays healthy, and it'll be easy work, man.
I'm telling you, if my son was ever lucky enough to make the NFL, if he ever got a call, and I don't care what round it is, I don't give a damn if he was a UDFA, if he ever had the opportunity to play in the NFL,
What's going on?
I
Kane?
guarantee you, right? We are pulling an Eli Manning. We are pulling a Phillip Rivers. We're pulling something like that. We will never play for the Buffalo Bills. I can promise you that.
Yeah. But anyway, listen, guys. I gotta do a special edition of Smoke Lounge with my man Chef Jew. Let's get some final thoughts. We're finna wrap this up.
And let me say a final shots. Canes, Dolphins. And make a comment real quick.
That's not him. That's not him. That's not him.
That's not him. Okay.
No, it's not him.
Never mind. But shout out to you anyway, brother. Okay. Go ahead, Shake. My bad, bro.
No. I'm saying let's get some final thoughts, man. I gotta do a Smoke Lounge.
You're gonna beat that
special
ass.
edition.
You know mine already.
Let's end it with final score and your score prediction, and we out of here. So Crypto, score prediction.
Score prediction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start
I
with
hope-
who picked
hope-
Kansas City first.
Oh, say that again, Lewis.
I said, yeah, Shake, start with the guy that picked Kansas City to win.
Yeah, Kansas City 38, Miami 34.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead and exit him out the show.
Yeah,
No,
get
no.
him.
No.
Yeah, you broke my heart right there, my dude. What are you doing?
Hey, Dolphins say 27-24 Dolphins. All right. Color, what do you got?
I think we can win this game by 10 points. I got 34-24.
That's what's up.
I'm going 33-24.
And I got 27-23 Dolphins.
I got 27-14. No, 27-17. There we go. That's even better.
Okay, Lakeisha. Support Lakeisha.
Oh, yeah.
Big shout out. I'll go for that too. Yeah, 34-20. That might sound a little better than mine, Lakeisha.
Yeah.
I might co-sign that.
MCJB with the crypto is a Swifty. Oh my God.
Ooh, word is born. I might have to co-sign that
Nah,
crypto.
don't care too much.
Hey, listen.
I wish I could
he-
give you the Michael
Hey,
Corleone
listen.
kiss right now because you broke my heart with that pick, my dude.
Hey, no, all I know is listen, you can't
Don't
listen
worry,
to
I got
MCJ.
3 more. I'm sticking to my 11-6 record. I'm not going
Hey, that's my
predicting
man, though.
beginning of preseason and changing.
Thanks, everybody, man. Peace be
Shout out
the
to
journey,
Todd,
everybody.
38
Good
to
seeing
20.
The
you.
losses got to
man.
come somewhere. I can't go
man.
17-0.
Suicide Hotline. Make sure you bring your ass up here Tuesday now. Don't run and
Facts.
hide. Jive,
No,
turn-
he won't.
Get
He
him,
won't.
man.
okay.
He's not like the other guys that've been MIA, man. So fins up. We out of here, bro. Peace.
Later.
Yeah.
I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz